Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, let me touch back on it. Sister, I forgot her first name, but anyway, Kay Williams and Elder Ayanna Van Zant in the interview they did like last week. A lot of people, especially a lot of women, what I'm saying, first thing they holler is, she said that when Elder Van Zant asked Sister Williams would she date a bus driver, and she flat out said if he owned the bus. I did my videos. There's been a lot of videos, a lot of comments on this statement, and one of the main things that ladies say is, well, she shouldn't have to settle, right? If she don't want to drive, she want what she wants. She like what she like. If she don't want a guy to drive a bus, then she shouldn't have to deal with a guy to drive a bus. Okay, fine. And I went into detail saying, well, she answered the question on a superficial level when we know that her life has a lot of layers to it. So she should have assumed that the bus driver, his life has a lot of layers to it. Also, that he may be a bus driver today, but he could have a plan to create a transportation company. He may have done all his research, talked to the right people, saved his money, getting ready to, make moves, stacking his bread. And so he may be at a point in his life where all he needs is that good woman to help him build his empire. So that way he can get to where he needs to be or where he's trying to be. Just need that support. So, but as she said that, but if she just flat out said if he owns a bus, then she really doesn't care about what he wants to do. Basically, she wants a ready-made man. And a lot of times relationships do not work out when you go into a relationship with when everybody's ready-made, because the person done built themselves. Just look at the women who are professionally successful, make a lot of money, make a lot of moves, and they tell me they want to find a man, but then you've already established yourself as to independent, don't need a man, I can do what I want to. It's not a whole lot you're gonna take, right? But that's why they say it's probably always best to build. If you're gonna get married, I said in the video, you either need to get, the best thing to do is either for a woman is to get married early, young, so y'all can build together, or you marry a man who, yes, but needs to be pretty much established in his life and already making his moves. Because if not, y'all just not built that way, right? But no, I agree. Women should not settle. Men should not settle, because especially when it comes to some of the most important decisions in your life. No one should settle for things like that. Like, do you want to be happy or do you want a man? Do you want to be at peace, take care of yourself, or do you want to just have a child and not have a man in the child's life, knowing the possibilities of that child having a troubled life, grows exponentially. Those are not things that you take lightly. You just don't settle for a house. You're not gonna find a perfect house, but you just don't settle for just anything. You settle for something that that, hey, this is something that I can be comfortable in. Maybe if I need to work on it, I can work on it. I can expand it, or keep it up, and I'll be happy here for the least I can see for the foreseeable future. Same thing with a mate, a husband, a wife. You don't just say, hey, I don't have a man, I'm getting older, my eggs are drying up, whatever excuse, becoming an old maid, I'm tired of being alone, I'm tired of dating all these I need to just find somebody and just settle, because they all gonna be like this anyway. So for the rest of your life, you're still gonna be miserable because of the person that you want. Kind of like that young lady who said that it was a guy that checked all the boxes and was a perfect guy, but there was no connection. And I said the girl was just young. When she get older, she'll understand more. You can talk a good game about what you want, but if you don't really understand what you want or what that entails, it's just not going to be your thing. You feel me? So, or selling like just having a baby, like the brat and her wife talking, having a baby. They do anything to have a child, not thinking about maybe the psychological ramifications of what may happen to that child, what that child might go through because of your, I'm just gonna say, selfish decision, because you need to have a baby, need to have one now. You said that the reason why you chose the donor that you did is because your 6 to 8 week time period was coming up. You need to hurry up, make a decision. We're talking about a kid. We're talking about something you got to be responsible for until the day you die. Not till they're 18, but until the day you die, you got to be that child's parent. A real parent is going to take care of, is going to be there for that. I ain't going to say take care of, you shouldn't be taking care of a kid when they grown, but I'm talking about being there for that child when they have needs to help groom that child to get to where you get till the day you die. That's what a real parent is going to do. So, no, you shouldn't have to settle. Now, if you have some astronomical standards, you may have to recheck those. But when you're dealing in a society that makes you think that, the man's supposed to take care of the woman, trying to live base it off of quote unquote biblical principles, when that's what you say, but then in real life, the way that you are promoting women to become professionals, making sure women in the office can become bosses, still wanting a man to do manual labor, but not paying him like you paying office workers. You got the incarceration rate and men not going to college, not really promoting men to go to college and get degrees in these STEM, but you got commercials and programs that's being promoted saying get these young ladies into these STEM programs, but you're not really pushing the dudes like that, especially in the black community, really still pushing basketball, sports and entertainment. I mean, you can't halfway change and leave the other half the same and expect the world to be the same, because it's not going to happen. It just doesn't work. Everybody has to make the same move, has to move at the same time, around by the same time, if you want to keep things going the way they're going. So when you promote it like that, there's going to be an imbalance to where it's just going to be a disconnect. But, last thing, back to the interview. When Elder Van Zandt asked Sister Williams, was she dated a bus driver? One little thing that people didn't touch on a lot, but is big, was her facial expression when she answered the question. When she was like, that face, like if he owns the bus. Women, you got to understand that face right there, that face and that head movement, that turns a dude off so quick. Because he already, especially if he's been around a while and been dating, and trying to find somebody and, been going through these issues. When he sees that, because he's been told by, his dad, his uncles, his cousins, his older brothers, some of them married, and they'll talk about the way their wives got these attitudes, stuff like that. Or some of them been with women and say, man, can't deal with an attitude. Women like that, man, stay away from. Stuff like that has been taught previously to us. So when the woman does that face with the puckered lips, the face goes streamlined and the neck start going side to side, that's a turn off. I just want y'all to know that. It's, so a lot of times what you say, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Your delivery, her delivery is not conducive to somebody who's really open to trying to have a good man or a man of her level at all. Because any man at any level will look at that and be like, man, especially if you got an option. Now, once you get money, and once a man makes a decent amount of money, Oh yeah, we be looking like, man, there's some stuff I'm not gonna put up with, whether it be a woman, whether it be boss, whether it be another race of people, whatever. Customer service at a store. Once a man gets to a person, I don't know about women, but get to a certain status, it's one thing when you making minimum wage, barely making it, trying to struggle through life, and all you trying to do is get to that next level. Once you get to that next level, you have seen what it takes, you have felt what it takes to become successful or to get to where you're at. Some stuff like, look, oh no, I don't work too hard for this. Ain't nobody finna treat me any kind of way. Ain't nobody finna do me any kind of way. You feel me? So they gonna, like I say, look at things, gonna look at you a little different. So when your delivery, and I'm just speaking from a man's point of view, because I know women gonna feel their way about certain things, but when your delivery is, like I say, like you just got an attitude, dude be like, oh man, this woman, girl, that's the problem. That's where emotions start coming in. They're like, oh, that's the problem. She, you know what I'm saying? She think that, she need a high value man. She thinks she all that and blah, blah, blah. Well, the woman is professional. The woman is a lawyer. She done went through school, did with however she did it. But she went straight through, paid through, got $1,000, like I say, $200,000 student loans, or she had scholarships, or somebody helped pay for school, whatever, or she worked through whatever. She's there. She's there, and you gotta respect it. You don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You can move on, fellas. You can move on. Go find that girl that work at KFC, that young tender that work at KFC. You know what I'm saying? With the long nails and the snuffleupagus eyebrows. You can do that. You can move on, or you can, go to church, go to bingo, or where all the women hang out, Walmart, Target, whatever. Go find you a, woman there, and whatever the case. Expand your pool. Expand your circle of where you find women at. But hey, you ain't got to settle. They ain't got to settle, and that's just it. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. I can remember, I can remember all day. Like I said, I'm finna get ready to go give me some breakfast. I'm kind of hungry. Been off a day or two, celebrating a couple of birthdays, and over the last couple of days, and that's just what it is. Today gonna be probably a day of relaxing. I kind of wish I would have got on the lake this morning, but I got lazy. I got to get my tackle box and all my little old stuff. Got to get all my supplies and stuff. Make sure I got everything, so I can just leave it in my truck and just leave my poles and my cooler and everything in the truck and drive around with me whenever I just feel like pulling over and casting a line. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, that's all I got. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below, then share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.